So we have the same glass.
There's no way in hell.
Neither one of us know what it is. Beautiful, beautiful drink.
I still can't even comprehend.
I'm gonna give that So what does it look like when a beginner goes against a veteran in whiskey tasting? Well, you're about to see. All right, so guys, we're back again with Jordan. I really liked what we did with the last video, so I think we're gonna make this a series. I'm not sure we're gonna call it yet, but you'll see it on the thumbnail. So we are blind. We are both blind. So Jordan is going to kind of give his notes. I'm going to give my notes. So here we go.
I will say, compared to the last one we did, the rattle snap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this nose is definitely, I like it more.
So last week we did Rattle and Snap 8 year.
Mm-hmm.
That was a Tennessee whiskey. I headshot the proof by luck. I wanted to say 95-ish. I was like, nah, I'm just gonna say 94.
Right off the bat, just point wise for the nose itself, I'd give it an 80 off the nose.
Right off the note, yeah. I really like the nose on that for sure. It's a really good drink.
And I know I use this scent, if you will, for the Rattle and Snap, but I said spring, kind of that open, airy, fresh. I feel like it's this, but times 10.
Okay. So would you describe this as a crisp floral or a sweet water, or like describe that spring a little bit better?
Okay. I would describe it more towards the floral notes, personally speaking. I think of a cold garden in the morning.
I like that
morning
note.
time.
I use that a lot. I like that note a lot. So with the floral, are these, and again, I get real stupid with these notes, but are these leaves dark green? Are they light green? Is it colorful? Is it fruity?
I describe it colorful. Colorful. I'm picturing like my wife has a garden, and I picture like the early morning spring going out. There's still dew on the ground, yep. And there's just the different color fruits and wildflowers.
Yeah.
That's all I'm picturing.
I like that a lot. Have you hit the palate yet?
Not yet.
Okay, let's go ahead and hit the palate. So what type of whiskey do you think this is?
You mean like wheat, rye,
rye, bourbon, Tennessee. I also have Canadian. Mm-hmm. I have some Canadian light whiskeys in here.
I definitely think it's too dark to be one of the light whiskeys. Describe the difference between them off the top of your head.
So bourbon, as we all know, is going to be at least 51% corn. Most of them are going to be 70-ish or more corn. So bourbon is going to be a sweeter, darker caramel, vanilla drink. Obviously, there's 1,000,001 things that can change that, but as a rule, bourbon's going to be a sweet drink, right? Wheat whiskey and wheaters are going to be a softer, not as complex, lighter caramel notes. I always get a lot of obviously bready baking spice notes on those. And then rye, for some reason, always trips me up because rye is supposed to be a very robust, spicy, floral grain. And you'll get mint and you'll get chocolates and citrus and spices. But I feel like rye is so diverse. There's so many times where I'll get a really sweet rye, or it'll have a lot of barrel influence, so it'll be really soft, and it'll throw me for a loop. That's kind of going to be your general rule for those different grain types.
Off the top, I almost wanted to say it was a wheat because I was getting a lot of the doughy notes, but I also get a lot of spice, and it makes me lean more towards a rye.
Okay.
Based off of just my palate, but
sure. So again, and Rickhouse Reed, you like this comment, you'll like this. I called myself a veteran in the beginning of the video. Guys, I've been doing this for six years. I will say my palate and my journey was sped up drastically from my brother because he was already kind of on that journey and had tons and tons of bottles. I think he's in the 1,300 range right now. So I've tasted all his bottles, right, in a 6-year span. So I don't want to say that I am a super sophisticated palate, but I am a very experienced palate. And Rickhouse Reed, I know you like that comment a lot, but it's true. I've tasted a lot of stuff. And then of course, working at NBC now, I do have a lot of experience. Doesn't mean I'm super great. I know the differences between things, and I've tried a huge variety of things. Starting to get into Scotch, and I've always wanted to like it. Never have, because I just thought it was simple and low proof. And with the Giving Barrel, I think I've talked about this a few times on the channel. We're curating a flight right now with my brother that is going over the story of whiskey, and of course we're going to start with Irish and Scotch. It's like, I gotta start studying this, and I hate to admit this, but I am enjoying them. So there's some Scotch videos coming in the future. I know a couple of y'all commented on some things I should try, but anyways, experienced, not sophisticated. Here we go.
It's funny though you say that, and I feel like that's exactly the state that I'm in terms of what you felt with your brother.
Right.
Me filming, it's just like, it's almost progressed so fast, I still can't even comprehend of like, okay, I know I like this, but I'm not even 100% like, what is this yet?
Right.
And so with this one, I'm getting a very dry, like an oily mouthfeel.
Okay.
And then the finish, I get a lot of heat right in the throat, like right in the center. For me, it doesn't carry down to the chest.
Okay.
It gets about right there, and then it dies down.
Okay. All right, so final notes. What are you thinking?
Coming back to the nose after the palate.
Okay, so hang on.
Okay.
I want to influence you.
Go ahead.
Yes or no.
Okay.
Is the nose getting sweeter for you?
Yes. My answer is yes.
Okay. It is for me. And it's making me want to change my answer, but I'm not going to. I'm going to stick with what I had in mind to begin with.
That's literally what I was going to say. Is like, as I come back to the nose after the palate, it seems to be. I'll say it's, though it not a lot, it's definitely to me getting sweeter. Which I have a real big sweet tooth, and so I love anything sweet.
I love the sweet notes. Love them. And again, I've appreciated. Honestly, I think that I appreciate the deep, dark, complex notes more, but the sweet notes just talk to me.
Right.
They're just so easy. Okay, so give me your rankings.
Rankings. Let me go to the palate one more time. The nose definitely bumps it up for me. Like I said, that sweetness. I'd give it honestly, I'd be happy. Like if I was to come over and you pour this for me, I'd be super happy.
Hell yeah.
So I think I'll honestly give it an 81. I'm really enjoying it.
I am too. Okay, so when we both first started out, it was like fresh spring floral. And I got a lot of sweetness to begin with too, but I was getting those spicy floral sweet notes. And the first thing that popped in my mind was this bottle right here. So Wilderness Trail, Settler Select. So it's 105 or 106. I'm sorry, 106 barrel strength. It's a pick. So 106 barrel strength means that it was a low barrel entry proof. So more water into the barrel beforehand instead of afterwards, which means more sugars, more softness, more things like that. But still that sweetness and rye, right? So I was like, okay, maybe it's that one because I got a lot of sweet. But as we're smelling it, I'm like, there's no way in hell this is rye. Like this is so sweet. But it's got that spice note on it too, and like a little bit of char wood. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful drink. I think the proof is definitely higher. The palate it's got that oily mouthfeel. I get a little bit of a drying note afterwards. I don't think the proof is super high. So I'm gonna go 110-ish on the proof. I get that burn you're talking about kind of in the middle of the throat. And then I feel it carry down.
Do you feel it carry down?
But I'm gonna give that 84. I like 84. That a lot. I'm gonna give that an 84. Okay, what we got, Jet?
That was Starlight Distillery, Carl T. Hubers.
Here's why I was throwing us off. This is finished in orange wine barrels.
Oh,
yeah.
Yep.
So that's why. Sense. So there's where the citrus fruity note. They were like, oh, it's that. Again, I said like I always get this citrus kind of spice, but it's a bourbon. This is also a pick. Phenomenal. So VDN, and again, forgive me guys, I'm not a wine guy. I don't know a lot about the wine. The Scotch has helped me. I'm learning about sherry a lot more. But VDN Barrels, so some kind of orange wine that's what they're finished in. Starlight Distillery is a really cool place. I don't know a ton about them. I want to say this is Bruzel's brand, and it's in Alabama. I always confuse Starlight and Star Hill, but we'll get some information on that. But really cool brand. I got this just like the last video, Chad Berry. I got this bottle from you, but I really liked that. I actually did this in a flight back in the summertime. So for my Whiskey of the Month Club stuff, so for July, I do finishes, like wine finishes. So oranges and sherries and red wine finishes and things like that. So if you like this kind of stuff or want to experience it, definitely sign up for that. But do you get the orange?
Oh,
you smell the orange now?
That's such a prominent note for me now.
It's so sweet, but the caramels are there too. So that was a cool pick, Jet. Thanks for doing that. But what's the proof on this? 105.
Yep.
105 proof, and it's barrel strength. So low barrel entry proof. So really good, really quality drink. Check out Starlight if you haven't already. But yeah, again, I hope you guys are enjoying this. I really like this series. This is kind of a on the whim thing, or off the whim. I don't know what that phrase would be exactly. On a whim,
off the cuff.
What is the whim though? What is a whim? Comment if you know what a whim is. But yeah, we'll see you on the next video. These are the kind of things I go over with my experiences when we're tasting. If you're interested in things like that, we have the Whiskey of the Month Club. I haven't really talked about this much. What that is I'll bottle up 4 samples and they're gonna be themed based on the season. I would bottle that up and that flight will be curated to one another. So it's not just 4 random bottles. They're gonna be themed, but they're going to tie into one another. And you're gonna be able to go up and down that flight and it won't break. I would either deliver those to you or ship them out to you, and then you would get specs on the bottles, pictures, and then I would go over each bottle with you in a short video. So it's a guided tasting, but it's blind until the end, everything gets revealed. So it's a really cool thing that you can do. And I have different prices based on the length of it, and we'll see you on the next video.